What's going on, henchmen? Welcome to the Henchman Club. In today's video, I'm going to give you the ultimate diet plan for fat loss. So if you're somebody that struggled with your diet plans in the past, you've tried different workouts, keto, carnivore diet, whatever it is, and nothing has worked for you, today in this video, I'm going to give you the diet plan you can definitely use to achieve your fitness goals and lose the fat quickly. But before we get into the video, subscribe to the Henchman Club channel, like the video, and comment down below any problems you have in your fitness journey. And I'll probably make a video about it in the future. First of all, quick shout out to all the people that took advantage of the free consultation last week. For each and every one of you that I spoke to, everything we talked about, the fitness roadmap, remember you have to take action. If you never take action, I've given you the information, but if you never take action, information is going to be useless. It's just words on paper. Don't mean nothing. It's just music to your ears. As long as you never take action on it, it's just useless. If you're still struggling with your fitness goals, you've tried different things, different workouts, different diet plans, and nothing's working for you, stop wasting your time and just hit me up. Email me at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com. Just email me free consultation and I'll talk to you and I can give you the steps you need to achieve your fitness goals quickly. You're probably wondering, who's this guy and why should I listen to him? My name is Muna and I was able to go from this to this in 7 to 8 weeks. And my goal is to get you the same results. When I first started working out, I didn't think this transformation was possible. However, I was still able to do it. So if I didn't think it was possible and I was able to achieve this, I want to let you know that you too can achieve the same results as long as you want it for yourself. But you have to want it for yourself. I can't help you want it. You have to want it. Once you want it, then you can achieve it. Diet plan I'm about to give you in this video is the same diet plan I used to go from this to this in 7 to 8 weeks. So listen carefully. I'm going to give you a 3-step process you need to follow and pay attention to each and everything I'm going to say in the next few slides. If you apply each and every one of these things, I guarantee you're going to achieve your fitness goals. But listen carefully, apply it, and take action. Now, the ultimate diet plan for fat loss. There are 3 things you need to watch out for. The 3-step process. The first thing, you must fix your mind and pick your eating schedule. When are you going to be eating? Like what times are you going to be eating? I'm going to go into this in the video. The second thing, make a list of your favorite meals and cut out all the rubbish. The last thing, find healthy substitutes for your favorite meals. So the first thing, you must fix your mind and pick your eating schedule. I'm not going to insult your intelligence and start telling you things like as if I don't know you have an idea of what I'm about to say already. You probably know that if you want to lose weight, you have to eat right. But for some reason, you're not doing that. So now I want to ask you a question. Why aren't you doing that? It all makes sense, right? You want to achieve a goal. You want to be hench. You want to lose the weight. You want to lose the fat, and you want to get hench. That's very good. I'm happy you want to do that. That's very good because the intention of wanting to do that already is the beginning. Now you have to act on that intention, but you know what you're meant to do. So you have the information. You have an idea of what you have to do. So now I'm asking you, why aren't you doing it? Why aren't you taking action to lose the weight? Why? You know you have to eat less. Why aren't you doing that? There's probably something somewhere, there's a mental blockage somewhere in your mind because you know what you want to do and you know the results you want to get. For some reason, you're scared, you're frightened. There has to be something there because it doesn't make sense if you know what to do and you don't take action on it. It's just like that. But do you not want it? If you don't want it, then you can just click off the video right now. Don't waste your time. But if you really want it, I want you to sit down and ask yourself these questions. Like, just ask this one question. Why am I not like eating right? Like, what's stopping me? I know I want to do this, but for some reason I can't get myself to do it. Honestly, I think the reason for this could be fear. You might be worried, like if I try and I actually go on this diet plan and I go for it long enough, will I be able to achieve my goals? That's one thing, because nobody wants to put in work and get nothing in return. I've talked about this in my other videos. You're probably wondering any diet plan you've tried out, the things you've tried in the past, you probably didn't do it for a long time. You tried and you probably stopped, maybe you went a week or two, and after like a third week, you just completely gave up. You didn't stick to it long enough. But that's why didn't you stick to it long enough? You were not committed. There's a reason, there's something somewhere. There was an idea, a thought in your mind that stopped you. Because if you actually believe for sure that sticking to it for a certain period of time is going to get you a particular result. If I told you right now, do a set of things for 6 months to get $1 million. If you really wanted $1 million, you would do it because if you're certain, if I made you certain, if I made you understand that it was for sure, you would definitely take action and try and get that $1 million. It's the same with your fitness. You want the fitness goals. For some reason, you're not taking the action. So you must first fix your mind. Ask yourself the question, why exactly am I not doing what I know I need to do? Once you figure this question out, you figure the things out, then now you can tackle them. You're probably scared. You don't have a plan. You don't have a workout plan that you can trust. You don't have a diet plan you can trust. It's something your fitness journey, something somewhere. You have some sort of fear, or you're just because sometimes something is blocking you from taking that action. Because once you take that action, nobody can stop you. Once you start eating right, I'll tell you right now. That's the thing about your fitness journey. Eating right is 80% of it. You go to the gym to gain muscle, but you cannot like outwork a bad diet. So once you eat right already, you're gonna lose the fat, and then the muscle, and then the working out is just to build muscle as well. So you're losing the fat, you're gaining muscle, and that's when then both things come together, and that's how you can transform your body quickly in 3 months. In 3 months, you can transform your body, but you have to do everything simultaneously. So now fix your mind. I want to ask you that now. Just answer that question for yourself. Why am I not doing what I need to do? Because if you cannot answer this question for yourself, you're gonna try different plans, and then you're gonna go for a couple of weeks, but you're never gonna have the commitment. Because once you can understand what's going on mentally, once you understand reasons why you're doing things, like I always say, you brush your teeth for a reason. You don't want your mouth to stink. When you know you're eating right and you're going to the gym, you're working out, you're doing all these things, you know the reason why you're doing it. When you know for sure that the results are guaranteed, the results are sure as the sun, there's nothing that's going to stop you because you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing. You're not going to be forced. You're going to do it effortlessly, effortless execution. So now I want you to go sit down, ask yourself right now in this video. You're probably, honestly, in this video, as I'm talking to you right now, you're probably, the thoughts that come to your mind, like, why am I not doing this? And those thoughts, I want you to pay attention to them and actually take take some time. And if you want, like on your phone right now, on your notes app, just slide the YouTube video to the side, keep watching the video, and just on the notes app, just check it out. Like, yo, like what was it like? If you have any thoughts coming, like, okay, maybe because you sometimes you get stressed and you start eating, you maybe like overeat, something like that. But once you can understand these things and come out, like, because that's the problem. The problem is that for some reason it might even be subconscious. You might never realize. That's the thing. Like, I don't want to come and tell you here. Like, I never. That's why I don't want people on YouTube like, you're lazy, or you don't know how to put the fork down. Most of these things you're doing, like, something you might even be conscious. Like, something for me, like when I was in uni, I would get lean and everything, and like a couple weeks, I would gain everything back because when I did the whole thing for a while, I stayed consistent, but I never made it a part of my life. It was just like I was doing something for a period of time, and then when I was done, it's like I'll go back to my, of course I'll still work out, but like in terms of eating wise, I'll just go back to my old thing because in my mind I hadn't really like made like, yo, this is a lifestyle. This is like I have to eat a certain way, I have to live a certain way, and that's for me to maintain the results. So even eventually when I'm done, I use willpower. That's the thing. We use willpower to do things, but if you don't make it part of your lifestyle, you're just gonna start and gonna stop. So that's why you have to start from the mind, because if you don't start from the mind, and even when you get the results, if you don't have a path, that's why I say fitness roadmap. You have to understand how this thing goes, because even when you get to the results you want to get, you still have to make sure you maintain it, because you don't want to spend months, like 3 months. I mean, 3 months is a lot of time. But it's a lot of time, but the results you're going to get from that, at least when you get those results, you want to keep the results. You don't want to get the results and then lose everything. Then why the fuck did you start in the first place? So fix your mind. Once you fix your mind and you understand the reasons why you do what you do, you pinpoint these reasons and you write them down. Just write them down. And now ask yourself, so now, how many times did you eat? Do you just eat like anyhow? Do you just wake up in the morning, first thing you do, you stuff your mouth before you're even out by 9 o'clock, you've stuffed your mouth like really like 2 times, 3 times. Like if you're doing that to yourself, then you have to ask yourself, how many times did you want to eat? You want to eat 3 times a day? You want to eat 2 times a day? You want to eat once a day? For me, sometimes I eat once a day, sometimes I eat twice a day. When I wake up in the morning, I don't feel like eating. So now I want you to ask yourself, like, if I were to eat, like healthy, good meals, how many times a day would I like to eat? I eat maybe your first meal at 9 o'clock, your next meal maybe at like 12, and your last meal at like 6. I'm just giving an example. For me, maybe my first meal will be like after 12. I don't really eat before 12 o'clock, but around like 2 o'clock if I'm going to eat my first meal. Or if not, if I'm not really hungry, I might just go to the end of the night and then eat once. But you have to plan all these things because, like, that's what I'm saying. Is like you fixed your mind now. So you want to create a new idea for yourself of how you do things, how you eat. Because to get the results you want to get, you have to become a new person. But it's not as difficult as you think. It starts here. That's why once you start to see yourself as somebody that eats right, your first meal is at 9 o'clock. Like I said, your next meal is at 12, your last meal is at 6. So before 9, you're doing all this, you're working, you're doing things you need to do. You probably, if you go to the gym in the morning, you go to the gym, you're working, do stuff. So once it's 9 o'clock, okay, now it's time to eat. You know that once it's 12 o'clock, it's time to eat. So in between those times, you're not going to be eating anything. This is like an instruction you're giving yourself because you are the one. You have the power to stand up and take action. So if you tell yourself, "I'm going to do this, what I'm going to do. I'm going to eat twice a day, once at 12, once at 6, and that's it." And you eat good meals. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. I don't want you to be. That's what it depends on how you eat, the frequency. Like how many times did you want to eat, and then what windows do you want to eat at. So you pick those times. If you want to eat 3 times a day, you pick the 3 times a day. You want to eat twice a day, pick it 2 times a day. You want to eat. You pick those things. Like you stick to it. You must commit to this. This is the very first step because if you can't do this, if I start telling you what to eat, the kind of things to eat, like the tips and tricks, I'm just wasting my time because eventually, like I said, you haven't made the commitment, you haven't decided to take action. And I'm be like, yo, this is an instruction. I'm giving my brain. I'm giving my mind. I'm like, yo, this is I'm becoming a new person, and this is what I'm going to do now. If you can't say that to yourself, if you can't do that, then just click off the video right now. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to be honest with you. I will never insult your intelligence. Never. I'll tell you how it is. You don't like it or you don't, but that's just how it is. But you have the power. That's what I want you to know. You have the power, but you must apply that power. The application of that power. That's what you get the results you want to get. So now that you have a plan, you have how you want to be eating, how many times you want to, the frequency, the eating schedule, the kind of you just you have a place and you have an idea of what you want it to look like. Now, what kind of meals do you like to eat? Like first start with like healthy meals. Like you like to eat steak, you like salmon, like potatoes, chicken, stuff like that. And be honest, don't like put chicken, broccoli, and rice, stuff like that. Like don't lie to me. I mean, I won't lie to you. I don't eat chicken, broccoli, and rice. I don't eat good food because if you can't stick to the food, if you don't like the food, you can never be consistent with the food. That's the thing. That's why I'm asking you the food you like. I'm not gonna come and tell you here you go eat fucking let's say you start eating like some vegan shit. Like I'm not gonna do that. I've never eaten like lentils and what them stuff them boys eat tofu. Like nah, I'm not gonna tell you to eat that shit because if you can't stick to what you're eating, like I said, you're gonna even though you have the willpower to be to be disciplined, you have the willpower to just press on and just go to the end. When you get the results, you're not gonna eat that for life. You're gonna still go back to your old ways. That's the thing. But once you make your lifestyle like, yo, I like to eat these things. Like if you like to eat steak, you get steak, salmon, make it nice. You spice it up, You make like fried rice. You make it at home. That's why you stop eating out. Like make the food in your house. Make the food in your house. And let it be things you like. And once you find those things you like to eat, you cut off everything else. You can't be having like chips, in your house. Be having like biscuits in your house. Like no, you go because for me, this is how I do it, right? If I know I don't like to eat something, like for me, I don't my form of self control is I don't buy it because if I don't buy it, then I can't eat it, right? But once I buy it, then I mean, like if I buy like I buy some so like sometimes I buy like this like Nature Valley. Every time I buy it, I down in like buy like a 6 pack, come like 12 bars and 6 pack. I just down in like I'll just be chilling in the evening. I'll just down it and then I won't eat because I've already down like 1,200 calories just of fucking Nature Valley. So I don't really buy it often because I know I'm fucking gonna eat it. But I think I know myself, so that's what I know the things I have to do to make sure I don't fall into those traps. You see what I'm saying? So you have to understand yourself too. List your favorite meals and just cut off everything else. In my house, I don't have any like biscuits, like cookies or like bread, like cupcakes. None, I don't have none of that because I know if I have it, I know I'm gonna eat it. Like I'm not fucking. I'm not a bird, man. I'm a human being. I eat. So if I have some shitty food here, like eventually I'm gonna down that shit. So I just don't keep it in my house. It's simple. That's it. You have the responsibility. When you go to the grocery store, what are you gonna pick? You're gonna pick. Are you gonna pick the steak? Or are you gonna pick the fucking cupcakes? Like that's up to you. You go make a decision. And like people eat like McDonald's. Like recently, I've eaten McDonald's, man. That shit has been rubbish. Like it's been very bad. Last time I got McDonald's, they put the lettuce. They just like spread, like just put like it was one fucking Big Mac, and they put like 10 ounces of lettuce in that shit. And it was the most disgusting thing. Like after that, I was like, yeah, I'm never eating this shit again. And also other restaurants recently, I've just been eating like the only place you should eat burgers is Five Guys. If it's not Five Guys, yo, stop that. Stop eating that stuff. If it's not Five Guys, because then McDonald's, all this fast food. If it's not Five Guys or Chick-fil-A, just dead it for real. But that's by the way. So cut out everything else that's just rubbish. Eat the good food, the foods that you know that you like to eat, that you know you can eat for a long period of time for the rest of your life till you die. You pick out those meals, and those are the things you want to be eating. And the final thing you have to do now, you have those meals, the favorite meals, you have them right. So now you want to find healthy substitutes because that's the game here. If you like pizza, right? I like to eat pizza, but you can't be buying fucking Domino's. Don't be eating Domino's. That's like a lot of calories. But you can get like some tortilla wraps and like make pizza. Just put some tomato sauce. It really doesn't take time. Just tortilla wraps, put tomato sauce in there, some pepperoni. You can like make sure you can put chicken, you just spice it up, like put like light cheese, like low calorie cheese, and you can make like a whole pizza. You can get like two of them for like 700 calories. You can do that. I'll probably in a future video I'll show you how to make these things. I'll talk about McDonald's, like the McD's. Don't just dead the McDonald's. Go to the grocery store, pick a 96% lean beef, and just make the burgers on. But buy the buns. If you add bacon, I like some cheese, like the light, like 50-calorie cheese, per slice. So just stop all the terrible food. Just stop all the junk. You can make the swaps. If you're gonna get like condiments, you're gonna get like ketchup and mayo. You can get like the light mayo. You can get the light ketchup. This kind of swaps. You make this kind of swaps. If you like ice cream, you can make like protein ice cream. You literally get like a whole jug of protein ice cream for like 400 calories. So you can eat the whole thing. So that's like these are the kind of swaps. You start making the swaps. You start seeing like even the food you like to eat. All you need is just a little tweak. That's all you need to do. Whatever food you like to eat, you just change them up a bit. Like if it's high in calories, just reduce the calories by making a swap from like let's say from like heavy. Like if it's like a normal sauce, to get like the low calorie sauce. If it's like syrup, so we get like high syrup, you get like low calorie syrup. You try to make pancakes, get protein pancakes, get like protein pancakes, just kind of swaps. You make this kind of swaps, you realize that you don't even have to even like you don't really have to do much even. You can still eat the same things you eat, just make little swaps that are gonna don't make you don't even make you won't realize that you're on a diet because you're gonna be eating the same kind of things. And once you can do that, this is how for me because I've never eaten chicken broccoli and rice, never in my life. I've never eaten it. I'm not gonna eat that. It's too plain for me. It's just not. I just can't. So I'm not gonna lie to you and start telling you that's what you need to do because then first of all I'm insulting you. That's number one, and number two, then I'll just be a liar. I ain't trying to do none of that. So these 3 steps I've just told you today, if you apply these 3 steps, fix your mind, create your eating schedule, find the food you like to eat. That's the second thing. Find the food you like to eat. Write a list of the foods you like to eat, the kind of meals you like to eat daily. And then the third thing, you find after you found those meals you like to eat, find the substitutes. Like what changes can I make where I can just cut out like 200 calories after each of these meals? Because if you cut like 200 calories, cut out 200 calories from each of your meals, that's 600 calories. You do that every day, 600 calories in a week. In a week, that's 4,200 calories. Think about it. It's 4,200 calories. You're already going to be losing more than a pound because 350,500 calories is equal to 1 pound of fat. So in a week, you'll be losing like 1 point something pounds. See how easy this is? I've given you the ultimate diet plan for you to lose fat. Take action today. Don't waste time. That's the thing about these things. You hear these things, all these words, they're just words to you, music to your ears if you never take action in them. Write down everything I said. Ask yourself the questions. Why is it that you know what to do and you're not doing them? And then once you found out now, you attack them immediately. You decide the eating schedule, how you want to be eating. Once you do that too, you write out the meals of exactly what you want to be eating. You see always a plan. Once you have this plan in place, then there's not going to be a struggle because that's the problem is that you don't have a plan. So whatever, you just wake up and you eat anything. If someone offers you like 10 donuts, you eat the donuts. You can't. You gotta have a plan. If you don't have a plan, you're gonna fail. If you don't have a plan, how do you expect it? How do you expect to get by if you just anything goes? You're just gonna be like, yeah. If someone gives you donuts, eat the donuts. Someone gives you pizza, eat the pizza. But no, if you know what you're gonna be eating, you know exactly what you're doing at every point in time. The meals you've already prepared your meals ahead of time, or you already have it in your mind. You're gonna go back home and cook it. Once you do that, then nothing is really gonna be. You realize it's not that hard just because there was no structure in your eating. Once there's structure in your eating, you have a plan and everything. What you want to do is simple. It's simple stuff for real. If you're still struggling with your fitness goals, you've tried different things, different diets, watch my videos. I'm giving you all the sauce, but if you're still struggling, hit me up at thehenchmanclub@gmail.com. Just email me free consultation, and I'll show you I can quickly achieve your fitness goals. Subscribe to the Henchman Club, like the video, stay hench.